All right, guys, how you doing? G.I. Joe here. Welcome back to the bunker here in Atlanta, Georgia. Here we are on our BBR40 gameplay test with some great friends. Myself playing the Allies along with Hilltop, Pillbox, Detroit, and Matt Todd, all teaming together to defeat the evil Axis, comprised of VK Rhinestone Cowgirl as Germany, the Hamduce as Italy, and of course Moffett Field over here as Japan. So I think they have 6 points or something. So I didn't get to do my last turn, but I was on a little trip, so here I am. I am playing Anzacanarance, and we have some game-ending moves we're about to unleash on these evil villains that are trying to ruin the world, of that being the Axis player. So let's get started here. So Anzac has 24 bucks. I'm going to buy a complex with 12 and a transport and an artillery with 11. I'm going to save $1. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do all non-combat moves. So I'm going to take my 3 fighters from Queensland. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to land them here in the Philippines. All right. Game-ending move right there. I don't think they can recover from that. So, so there we go, and that's all that Anzac's going to do. So we're going to place our 2 units. I got a transport, going to put in 62, and I got a artillery that will place in Sydney. My complex will go in Queensland. All right. See here, 1, 2. All right. So now we're going to collect. Well, normally we would collect 24 because 10 plus 14. No, I'm sorry. We would collect 14. I should say 14. But we need to roll for this convoy. So we're going to roll for the convoy. And it can be a max of 4. And he gets an automatic 1 since there's 1 7 there. But let's see here. And he's got a 2 and a hanging 5. Let's roll this over. So he's definitely got a 2 and another 2. Of course, you maxed it out. Why wouldn't you have? So convoy. So that is 10 plus 4 is 14. Minus 4 is back to 10. So I get 10 bucks, plus I saved 1 from last turn. So Anzac with a mighty 11 bucks to spend next turn. Fear me, you better fear me. I will unleash the entire treasury on the Axis powers next round. Okay, let's go to Canada. Canada is going to buy nothing. Okay, I'm going to take my transport here from 106 and grab a tank and an infantry. And I'm going to go 1 to 101, 2 to 89. 3 down to 64. All right. We'll leave this here. Again, I'm buying nothing with Canada. I am going to move my Canadian guy from Anglo-Egyptian Sudan over to French Equatorial Africa. So I do get +1 on that. No. I get +1? Yeah. I get +1. Think I know I get my NO, so I know I get at least 3 NO, but I can't remember. You're on camera and all of a sudden you forget the most simplest rules. I don't know what the deal is. So I save my 7, plus I'll get a 3 NO, which would be 10, and it'll be 10 or 11 depending on that. But I'll figure that out. Text the guys to the chat, and then so it'll be either 10 or $11. The other thing is. Yeah, I was going to come down here because I definitely got the heat with my 18 subs. But with just only 1 transport, I just didn't want to risk it. So I did, however, make a mistake last turn. I neglected to put my purchase from last turn on the board. So if you guys would allow me that, my battleship, transport, carrier, 2 fighters, and destroyer. Yeah, again, I just forgot to do that last turn. So if you wouldn't mind allowing that, let me know if it's a problem. No big deal. All right, so let's do France. France here is going to do a battle. I'm gonna go from Morocco into Algeria. Bonsai, fixed bayonets, as Corpo 24 would say. Non-combat. I was gonna go do my non-combat, so I don't. Well, no, we'll do non-combats in a minute. All right. So I got 2 1s versus a 3 and a 2. Here's my 2 infantry, and here's his artillery, and here's his tank. Here we go. Let's see what happens. We'll roll it all together, and nothing. Perfect opportunity for me to kill something. Roll it all together again. Well, look at that. 1, 2. He hit me twice. I hit him once. So I'm assuming he's going to lose his artillery, and then I lose my 2 guys. So, well, that didn't go up. I missed a perfect opportunity to kill that on the first round. But nonetheless. All right, so let's do some non-combats. I'll take my French Equatorial Africa guy and go into the French Central Africa guy and go to French Equatorial Africa. All right, we'll take my Transjordan guy and go into Egypt. All right, we'll take my French destroyer from 58, go 1-2 up to 39, stop the oncoming offshore bombardment. I see your evil plan there, Moffat. I see your evil plan. Such a dirty player. Such a dirty... Trying to take Calcutta on J3? That's just... I don't know. Well. Oh, well. Just kidding. He's not a dirty player. He's a great guy. And a great customizer. You need to check out his channel. And he's got a lot of cool custom pieces and all that kind of stuff. Oh, and by the way, just to give a shout out to him, he made these and right here. Aren't these pretty sweet? Look at that. Little fuel gauges, and he made them really small because, you know, these things can be big and bulky. So, yeah, man, does some great stuff. Got to check them out. All right, so now the question is, what do I do with this French fighter? This French fighter, now, Gibraltar is about to fall. Well, it's not going to fall with Germany, but, you know, here comes Italy. So if I set my fighter down here right now, then I'm going to have 4 fighters, and he's going to come at me with 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 6 planes. And VK, he's a mess. You know, if he wants you to do something, that's what you should not do. He likes to play all of these little head games with you. So, right now, VK is watching this video, and if only I could see in this video right now him moving this little fighter down here, if he's jumping up and down in his living room, well, 1, Robin's yelling at him if he is, but 2, if he is, then this is obviously what I should not do. Of course, if I leave it here and he's jumping up and down in his living room, which he's not, because again, Robin would yell at him. I'm just kidding. So, then obviously that's what I should not do. So the question is, what is VK doing right now in his living room? Yep. What you doing, VK? What you doing, VK? It's kind of like Pavlov, right? So like, you know, like right now he's like salivating, or is he salivating down here? What you doing? So I guess the question is, do I want to kill German planes down here, or do I want to protect for the inevitable? He's going to do that. Well, I'll tell you what, if I bring the plane down here, then I should probably reconsider this. Of course, if I do that, then 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? Yeah, I'm not going to get fancy. Sorry, if you guys will allow me this, I'm just going to dump these little boogers over here. Didn't want to do that. So my 2 Canadians are going to, my tank and our infantry are going to come over here, and then I'm going to lose that transport. Because I didn't put this stuff there in time to get it over there to protect it, so, oh well. So if I do that, I guess I could kill some planes. See, this is why you don't, this is what happens, you know, you get here on and you try to think. I mean, either way, this is dead, but do I want him to die here? is the question, and the answer is no. Because, you know what, I mean, you can make an argument for either case, I'm sure. Kill more planes down here, which, you know, is definitely viable, but Gibraltar is lost. I can tell you that. Gibraltar is lost. It's a matter of do you want to kill planes, but we can't lose this. We cannot lose that. So I'm going to stay down there. So that's it. So let's do a recap. I don't know, that may or may not have been the best thing to do, but we'll see. All right, Quebec. Let's start with Quebec, and I'll just do a combination of French and Canadian and Anzac. So Quebec, I have infantry and artillery. Season 106, I have 18 subs, transport, battleship, destroyer, carrier, and 2 fighters. In season 109, I have a transport. In London, I have 3 infantry and a tank, and a French fighter and 2 French infantry. All right, in French Equatorial Africa, I have a French infantry and a Canadian infantry. In Egypt, I have a Canadian infantry and a French infantry. In 39, I have a French destroyer. In Malaya, I have an Anzac. Java, 2 Anzac infantry. Philippines, 3 Anzac fighters. Season 54, destroyer cruiser. Season 62, a transport. Sydney, I have an artillery. Queensland, I have 2 AAA, 2 infantry, 2 artillery, and then, of course, an assortment of Allied or American units. So I get Canada. Well, let me collect. Oh, I collected my money already for Anzac, and then Canada. Canada didn't spend their 7, so they get 7. They have their 7, plus they collect their 7 plus their NO3. So 7, 7 is 14, 15, 16, they have 17, potentially 18. I got to find out about this. So we have 10, 15, 16, 17. Once again, I didn't spend my 7. I collect 7, that's 14, plus my NO of 3, 18, 14, 15, 16, 17. So Canada has 17, and depending upon this right here, it might be an extra buck. Forgive my ignorance at this point. So I think I've moved everything I can move or care to move, and it will be on now to round 3, and the the one and only VK Rhinestone Cowgirl.